Hey K.A.M fam, Devin here. Today's video is going to be an instructional video on how to make a REM pod. So as you probably have seen from our videos and other paranormal videos, either on YouTube or on TV, most investigations will have this REM pod or something very similar. So this one runs about $150 and up if you look on, just if you do a quick search on the internet. We also use this REM pod, so it's a smaller version, more compact. You can just easily slip it in your pocket. This is about $100 online. And this is one that I've made previously. So you can see it's just in a wooden box, has a simple antenna, switch on top, along with a speaker and some lights. And this can be made from a junior Theremin kit, which you can buy online for about 20 bucks, under 20 bucks on Amazon and eBay. So you can use this and solder it and put it in a box and have a working REM pod that you can actually use on an investigation. So we have a few of these REM pods that we've made that we supplement on our investigations, and they work really well. So one thing that you will need when you're building a REM pod is a soldering kit, and this is a cheap soldering kit you can pick up at Walmart. I think this one's under $15. They've got a cheaper version as well. This one's I think a 60 watt and the other one's a 30 watt, so I went with a higher wattage, but fairly inexpensive to build your own REM pod. So again, the kit is about 20 bucks. A soldering iron, depending on what you get, is about that price as well. You'll have to get a box. Any type of box will work. We used wooden boxes. In the past, we've had plastic boxes. Those have worked really well too. So just whatever type of box you want to put this in. Then you're going to need some wires and an antenna if you want one, and a switch. So there's a few other things. I'll put that all in the instructional video of what you could purchase to build your own REM pod out. And hopefully this is helpful. All right, so we've got everything soldered except for the lights, the speaker, the antenna, and the power. We're gonna do those separately. So the lights, they just gave us 4 red LEDs. We're actually gonna change those up, so it's gonna be like the regular REM pod with red, yellow, blue, green, and red, yellow, blue, green. We're gonna put those on, and since we're gonna be attaching it to the box, we're not gonna solder it straight to the board. We're actually gonna be using a wire going from the board up through to the box. So I'm going to be doing that now. All right, everything is hooked up except for the lights at this point. So the lights we're going to hook up with these other cables, but I'll just show you that it is working now. So when you put the battery in, you hear it click, and you get close to the antenna, it'll start doing the sound that a REM pod makes. So when the lights are soldered in, they'll start flashing as well. All right, so now we have the lights attached. Everything is attached. So we're gonna turn it on, and it should function like a REM pod. So it's gonna beep, which a REM pod does when you initialize it, and you go close to it. It's really anywhere, but the antenna is the most sensitive spot. So now the next step is going to be taking one of the boxes, clearing that out, and putting this in. All right, now we have the REM pod in the box. We're going to turn it on, and it should work like a REM pod. So all the lights come on. As you get closer, they all activate. So you have a working REM pod. Under 20 bucks for the board, under 20 bucks for the soldering kit. Soldering kit you can use as many times as you need for new builds, so that's really a one-time cost, but 20 bucks for the the REM Pod board itself, and probably, you know, $10 extra for all the additional parts I use, and I'll put those in the video just so you can see what other additional parts you can use. They're all optional, so you can get a working REM Pod for fairly cheap. Thanks.